Welcome back everyone to our Transform in the End series. I hope you enjoyed the hardcore series I did over the past couple of weeks. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. This is going to be episode 5 of our Transform in the End series, so if you haven't seen episodes 1 through 4, be sure to check those out. But before we jump into the episode, I have a special announcement for you guys. Are you guys ready for this? 3, 2, 1. Hi guys, my name is Joey James. This is my YouTube channel, and well, this is my Minecraft world, so I hope you enjoy, and let's jump right into it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and be improving our designs for our research vessel ship as well as our storage vessel. It's going to be the main one is the storage vessel. Obviously that is the biggest thing. We're going to be putting an auto storage system into this entire thing, so it's going to be awesome. But before we jump into that, we're going to go ahead and actually I'm going the wrong way. We're going to go ahead and build some beacon spheres in the end so that we can have speed 2 around the entire research vessel ship there, and then after that we'll go ahead and get started on our storage vessel system. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a brand new design, taking about 2 weeks of our time, but we have it all completed now. As you can see, there are some design changes that are going to be going to the outside as well, not just the inside, mostly just to accommodate for the changes on the inside. But if you see down here on the bottom, there's actually some good design changes that aren't just adding an extra pit of stairs, but actually, putting these around these beacons that were down here. You can actually cover those up, and it looks more like a little bit more like a jet or some fire and fuel coming down, so it looks a little bit better there. But before we get started on any of the gathering of blocks that we need to do, we have a lot of destruction on the inside that we needed to get started on first. So let's jump right into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a completely gutted interior for our storage vessel here. As you can see, all the way down through to the bottom, we have a completely gutted ship. And, well, we're going to go ahead and get a bunch of materials to be able to improve and increase the design of this, and also obviously add the storage system into our design here. But if you quickly look at our material list here, we can see we don't need too much. Missing here about 2,000 black glass, about 2,000 black concrete, just mostly stairs that we're going to be needing. Lots of quartz stairs, and some other stuff. And obviously, if I scroll down here, there are obviously every single block that we are putting in the storage system. We're not putting absolutely every single one, but a lot of them are going to be in the storage system spread throughout the ship. So without further ado, let's get gathering on some of these materials. Alright, so to get all the quartz as well as all of the glass stuff, we're going to be using our void trading system here, which if you've seen in the previous episodes, it's pretty simple. You just go back and forth and make sure that you get the trade done after you come back through the other side. And we're able to do this over and over and over until we are able to get enough quartz. As you can see. Oh, interesting. I wonder if they changed this. Alright, so after some testing, I decided to build this little clock here, which I have tested out to work pretty perfectly. Basically what happens is I just go through here, I click the trade, and then when this light comes on right here, it'll go on and then off. When that does the on and off sequence, which takes just a bit of time, about 12 seconds, Should come on in just a second. There it is, on and then off. That's when, oh, looks like it doubled it. Sometimes it does double. You want to wait for that double and then do the trade. Let me actually go ahead and grab some emeralds here so I can actually show the trade here. You can actually go ahead and click them beforehand. Doesn't really matter as long as you click after. You can see double clicked and we do the trade. And then that should be long enough for the trade to not be locked out. So as long as you click the trade after you go back through the portal, you're chilling. But before you actually complete the trade, you got to make sure you wait for that redstone lamp, which is, again, approximately 12 seconds. There it is. Boom. And double boom. And boom. Now we do the trade. And just to make sure that I'm not stupid, yes, it does work. It does, in fact, work now, as long as you wait for this timer. So that's what I'm going to do for the next forever, probably. Got to get a bunch of quartz, a bunch of glass, and I'll see you when I'm done. All right, ladies and germs, we have done it. We've gone ahead and gathered up every single block. As you can see in these shulker boxes, we got all of the quartz we need. In these ones, we got a lot of the redstone stuff, as well as all of the other additional blocks that we're going to be using, as well as right here, we got all the filter junk there, and then also all of the items that are going to go into the filter system. And as you can see, if I fly over here and I go to the top floor here, this is where our actual input is going to be. This little machine right here is going to be our input. It's going to be shooting it down into a water stream that is going to go through the entirety of the ship. There's going to be a lot of storage vessels, storage systems here. The specific design I'm using is the design that I used in my farming district, which is designed by They6. Appreciate the design. It's very effective, very compact. Basically what it's going to be is going to be a long storage system here, a long storage system there. It's also going to be one here and one there as well. On this top floor, there is going to be right here, you can see there's a couple small ones there. And then on the bottom floor, there's also going to be actually an additional 4. There's going to be one here, and then in this room, there's going to be another 2. So it's a total of 10, all hooked up by a water stream. So it's absolutely insane. Like I said before, it's not every single block, but it is most blocks. I also realized that I didn't really add a proper system for resources other than blocks, so I may end up having to add an additional area or something, but I'll figure that out when it comes to it. For now, let's get started on this build and make this interior look a lot better. ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Our fully automatic storage system. It is not done yet though, because we actually have a couple things that we need to do. First of all, we need to put all the actual items that are shown here into the actual filters, as well as putting in the filter junk so we can filter everything out. And also, we need to go ahead and put in all of the water stream water, and as well as the signs in here to block off the water. Lot of signs, lots of signs. I used all birch signs for some reason. As well as we got to make sure that it does in fact work. I will run it once it's all hooked up. And just so you're aware, it actually goes through the entire system and then comes to here into these two double chests. Anything that doesn't go in the filter will in fact end up in that chest, and I can manually put it into these chests over here. The other thing that we need to realize is that I don't have much room for other items other than blocks. I didn't really put in any other filters for items other than the majority of the blocks that we have. As you can see, we do have a filter system on the top floor here, which I haven't put the item frames in, but this is for some resources. We got diamonds, iron, some of those resources, but we don't really have any storage for a lot of these other random blocks, you know, like even like redstone stuff and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna probably end up doing is I may end up adding an additional storage for that stuff, or I may end up just putting it into chests manually. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, but nonetheless, I need to go ahead and put some water in here and get these things into the filters and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera because it's gonna be a lot of tedious work. So let's get started on that, and I'll see you in a minute. Alrighty, guys, we got ourselves a fully functioning auto storage system here. Super simple. Basically, all it is this little machine here that repeatedly takes in the shulker boxes here, which you can see right now it's full of a bunch of crap, and basically just goes from there and it starts dumping into this, and this tube goes all the way through here and lines up with these ender chests here to line up on the hoppers here, and it goes quite a long ways because it goes through the entire ship. You can see it goes all the way around here, all the way through here, and through all this down here, and then this way through these hopper filters, and all the way around, coming back to the center, and then going back down underneath, back through to this side finally, and then back down here once again, and then it goes onto the interior of the ship, underneath all of the floors and everything, and goes all the way up to here, up through here, finally going down and back through, and still going because there's got to go through all of these rooms and everything, going all the way down and up and down and up and down and all the way through. Eventually we will get there, and back on through. There we are, and now we're on this side going through this filter, and finally back down to the center, and once again on a little bit of a journey, going down to this filter here, going through this way, going around again, and onto this filter here, and then back up and back over and through and right there, and just all the way once again, a bit of a journey down to the other side and the other floor down here. Gotta go all the way through and through this and through this, finally coming down to here and going through this loop into this side, and finally ending in these double chests down here, which if I go down there should be full of all of the redstone stuff that are not in the filter, because as you can see it's mostly just blocks. And yep, there we are. Pillars apparently not in the filter, so that's fine. And yeah, redstone and stuff needs to just be manually sorted into these chests here, or in my other overworld storage. I'll probably keep a lot of stuff there just so that way I am going back and forth and everything. But here's what we're going to do in the meantime while this thing unloads, and while we also get all of those blocks from the overworld to this end storage. We're going to build little redstone things like this. Just tiny little redstone component right here causes you to have a little drop chute right here. You can drop underneath the ship and fly through. And basically the reason I have that there is just because it is a lot quicker to get back to this start here, just by having this one as well. And boom, we're at the start. Yeah, so this is it. This is the ship. We're going to add some redstone components to make it a little bit more lively, but this is it. We also maybe want to add some like workstations so we can have like crafting tables and chests and whatnot. But yeah, we're just going to add little tiny components now. But otherwise, this is the final design for our ship. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed this video. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you feel so inclined. And I'll see you guys in the next one.